Morning. You can see me. Ooh. Yeah. Good morning, everybody. Sorry, I had a bit of a Wi-Fi problem, but I hope you can hear me. Awesome. Okay. If anyone wants to comment that you can hear me, I'm sure you can. I always do that. But yeah, make sure you have water, and we're going to get started. It's going to be an hour class. We'll do a kind of mix like a vinyasa and power flows. It's going to be a bit stretchy, but a tiny bit strengthening as well. And we're going to do a tiny bit learning how to go into a grow, but it's going to be really short. So we're not going to do it like we did the lizard, flying lizard, but a tiny little bit because it was requested. Okay, I hope everybody's well, and let's get started. I'm going to try to make this one a bit bigger. Okay, we're going to start in a child's pose today, so find your way there. I hope you can hear the music as well. So with your knees, you can choose if you want to bring your knees wide or knees together. Make sure your big toes are coming to touch. Oh, thanks. Right, that was about the sound. Someone just commented. Okay, we're going to drop our head down, making sure you're resting your forearms and your elbows down so you're not activating through the shoulders. And we're just going to take a moment here, allowing ourselves to arrive, and just taking a moment to find a bit of stillness in the morning. Okay, so when you're ready, find your way there. And make sure you close your eyes as well. And start noticing the sounds. Start noticing your connection with the mat. Then slowly draw your awareness towards your breath and notice how you're breathing. How's your breath feeling this morning? And let's take a few deep breaths in here. So your next inhale, just make it a tiny bit longer than the last one. You're really trying to fill up your body here. You take another 2 breaths. Good, 1 more. Lovely. And then come back to your everyday breath here. Let's let go of the deep breath, and when letting go of the deep breath, slowly start coming back to your body as well. So move your fingers and your toes. Then gently move your head side to side. Good. And eventually, slowly lift yourself up into a tabletop position. So bringing your shoulders over the wrist here and your hips over the knees. Let's move into the spine in here. So we're going to take a breath in. Let's drop the belly, lift through the tailbone, through the chest, look forward. And then exhale, it's round through the back, bring the chin to the chest. Inhale again, dropping the belly, lifting through the chest, looking forward. Good, exhale round. Inhale again, drop the belly. Lift through the chest. Exhale, rounding. Last one, inhale. And exhale, round. Good. Coming back to the neutral tabletop in here, let's find a heart melting pose, so heart opener. We're going to move ourselves a tiny little bit back in here. So almost like your toes are touching the back of the mat or the edge of the mat. And we're going to walk our hands forward here. This should feel super nice in the morning. Making sure your hips are staying over the knees. Keeping your arms as straight as you can, and then drop the forearms. And then eventually drop your head down. Good. Relax your belly here. If you want to deepen this a tiny bit, bring your chin down and look all the way to your fingers. We're going to take another 3 breaths in. Good. One more breath. Lovely. So from here, lift your head, look up to your hands, and then slowly, slowly snake yourself forward. Bring your hips down to the mat. Nice. Let's slide the hands underneath our shoulders here. We're going to take a breath in, and then exhale, lift your chest, lift your hands, find a baby cobra. Inhale. Exhale, lower the chest back down. We'll do that one more time. So inhale, exhale, lift. Press the feet into the mat, take another breath. And exhale, lower the chest back down. Good, tuck your toes under here, press into the hands, find your first downward facing dog. So hips will go high. And when you get there, pedal into the feet. Think about lengthening through the back in here, so your chest goes towards the legs. And really generously bend into the knees. It's still morning. The back of the legs might feel a bit stiff. Maybe you can feel in your shoulders as well. Good, just move around a bit. Take another 2 breaths in. Lovely. So inhaling here, looking up to the fingers, and exhale. We're going to walk our feet all the way to the top of the mat. Good. When you get to the top of the mat, bring your feet mat width apart, so super, super wide. We've done this before, so we're going to inhale. We'll sit down. So turn your heels in, find your yogi squats. Stand to open through the hips, and then exhale, hips will go up again. We're going to find a fold over the legs. Inhaling, sitting down, nice and slow. Exhale, hips will go high. If you need to take an extra breath in here, do. Inhale again, try to sit low. Good, exhaling up. Last one here, so inhale, we're going to sit down. You can keep your hands down in here. If your heels are coming off the mat, absolutely fine. You can move side to side in here. If you want to bring your hands together to your heart center, you can do that as well. And think about lengthening through the chest in here as much as you can. So you don't want to round through the back. Lift, lift, lift. Lovely. We're going to take another 2 breaths here. Good. One more. Nice. Let's bring our hands down in front of us. Hips will go high again. Turn your toes facing forward again. And then find the opposite elbows here. Let's let our head come down. And just rock side to side. Good, taking one more breath here. And then coming to the center. Bringing your hands or fingertips down in here. Wiggle your feet hip distance apart. And we're going to take a nice breath in here. Come halfway, so first half lift. And then exhale, fold over the legs, bending to the knees. Good. Inhale, let's come up. Reach the arms high. Big stretch here. Exhale, fold back down over your legs. All the way. Good. Inhaling halfway. Exhale, let's place the hands down here. Step back and find a high plank. First one today. Good. Hug your belly. Imagine that you're balancing something in your lower back. So try not to arch through the lower back. Press into the hands in here. We're going to take another 2 breaths. It's time to warm up the body a bit more. One last one. Good. Flow through your vinyasa here now. So if you want to drop the knees, do. If you're ready to come into your upper facing dog, you can do that. If you want to stay low, maybe find a cobra like I'm doing. Good. And after your back bend, we'll meet back in down dog. So hips will go high. 2 breaths here. Good. Take last breath here. Inhale, look up to the fingers again. Exhale, find your way to the top of the mat. So step or hop or walk. Inhaling halfway. Exhale, folding over the legs. Inhale, let's come up, reach the arms high. Exhale, fold back down over the legs all the way. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, let's place the hands down, stepping back. Flow through the vinyasa. Find your back bend. Good. We're all meeting back in our down dog. Lovely. Let's take 3 breaths in our down dog. See if you can get your heels a bit more closer to the mat. Last breath here. Good. Inhale, let's look up to the fingers. Exhale, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold over the legs. Good. Inhale, come up, reach the arms high. Exhale, we're going to sit down into a chair pose here now. First one, doesn't have to be super, super low. Just have a look where your knees are. So if your feet are hip distance apart, keep them there. But if you're looking down, make sure you can see your big toes from here. So you're not leaning forward too much. Your weight is on your heels. That's where you're going to start feeling it in your quads. Holding, chest is open. If you want to bring hands to your heart center, you can. Just a bit less work through the shoulders. Good. We're holding for another 3. 2. Good. Last breath in. Exhale, folding over the legs, going down. Good. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, let's place the hands down here, stepping back, flowing through the vinyasa here. And we're meeting back in down dog. Good. We're going to find our first warrior here now. So inhale, right leg goes high. And then exhale, let's bring the right knee between the hands. Sorry, right foot between the hands. So coming into step. And we're going to be coming to warrior 1 in here. So the back heel comes down. Back foot is going to be in a 45-degree angle. Come up. Lift your chest up in here. And make sure the left toe is now facing the left top corner of the mat. Bending into the front knee. We're going to reach the arms high. Can't see my face. Inhale. Exhale, let's drop the arms and inside the fingers behind our back. You're going to push the hands down, roll the shoulders back and squeeze the palms. Take a breath in. Exhale, we're going to lean forward and come into a humble warrior. Good. Try not to bring your belly or your chest down onto the right leg now. If you can, go a tiny bit inner towards them or go inside of that right knee. Do so you can go a bit lower. Good. Hold in here. Strong legs. 2 more breaths. Lovely. 1 more. Nice. So slowly here now. Coming up. Use your core. Good. Take a breath here. And exhale, release the fingers. Inhale, let's reach the arms high. Exhale, find the mat. So hands will come down. Come onto the back toes. Step the right leg back. Flow through the vinyasa here. If you want to do one-legged vinyasa, you can. Just making sure you're dropping that foot down when you're flowing through the back bend. Good. So we're back in our down dog. We're going to go to the left from here. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step the foot between your hands. Come up into your warrior 1 on your left side. So again, back heel comes down. Back foot 45-degree angle so the toes are facing forward. We'll reach the arms high, bending into the front knee. Good, take another breath here. Exhale, let's drop the arms, interlace the fingers, push the hands down, roll the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, we'll lean forward. Good, find that humble warrior here. Bringing the arms over your head. Still bending into that front knee here. Good. Hug your belly. Last two. One more breath. Nice, let's come up. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Control, use your core. Good, and release the fingers. Lovely, inhale, arms high. Exhale, find the mat. Nice, let's step our left leg back. Flowing through the vinyasa here. Good, we're going to meet back in down dog. And then from down dog, drop the knees. Find the child's pose for just a few breaths. And then in your child's pose now, roll into your wrist a bit. So maybe come onto the elbows. Starting to warm up the wrists a tiny bit more. And taking deep breaths in and out. Good, take another breath here, and then we're going to meet back in our down dog. Lovely, so let's find our down dog again, so tucking the toes and hips will go high. Taking a breath here, exhaling out. Good, inhale, look up to the fingers, exhale, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold it over the legs. Inhale, let's come up. Reach the arms high here. And then exhale, we're going to lower hands to our heart center. Good, let's take a breath in here. Jesus Christ, you can't see me. And exhaling out. I'm going to bring you a tiny bit up. Okay, so what you can do here now is we can go through a balance combo. You can come to the middle of the mat if you'd like, or the front is okay as well. I'm going to, I think, move off the mat a bit so you can see me a bit better. So we're going to do 2 moves, and then we're going to do on right side, then on the left side. And then we're going to go into our sequence, and we're starting with that balance combo. Okay, so you can bring your feet hip distance apart here. We're going to bring our weight onto our right foot. You've definitely done this balance before. We're going to go into a figure 4. So you can bring hands onto your hips if you'd like. Left foot comes off the mat. Super important with the balance is make sure you can find a point that you're staring at the whole time. Believe me, it's going to change your balance in loads. So from here now, with that left foot, we're going to bring the ankle over the right knee, really flex into that left foot, and then see if you can sit down. So imagine like you have like a bench behind you that you want to come down. If you want to bring hands to your heart center, you can, or you can keep the hands on your hips as well. Making sure you're keeping your chest open here now, so you're not rounding to the back. Lift, 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 lift. So spine is super, super long. Still flexing into that left foot. Good, so we're going to take another breath here. And then slowly we're going to come out, and we're going to move into warrior 3. So, first thing, you're going to straighten our right leg. We're going to lift our left knee up. Hips are staying nice and square. So hands can be on your hips. So we're going to slowly here start leaning forward. And when you're leaning forward at the same time, you're pushing your left heel back. And because this is your first warrior 3, don't worry if you don't get super straight line in here. But making sure that left hip is still facing down. So you're not opening through the hips in here. Take another breath. Good, and then exhale. See if you can come back up. Hug that left knee in. And then release that left leg down. Good, shake the legs out. That was good. So we're going to go and do that on the other side. Exactly the same thing again. So start again, hands on your hips. Find that point that you're staring at. And hug your right knee up. Good. Then cross that right ankle over the left knee. Then see if you can sit nice and low. Flexing through that left foot. Good, chest comes forward. Feeling that stretch in your right hip in here. Good, holding for another breath. Lovely, and you know what's coming, so lift through the chest. Straighten that left leg. Hug your right knee in. So start again, set yourself up, and then slowly right heel goes back. Spine is still nice and long. So try not to round. We'll push the heel back, leaning forward. Still staring at that 1 point. Keeping your hips square. Good. Yes, yes, yes. Hold for another breath. Nice, and then slowly lift your chest. Hug that right knee up. And release it down. Good, shake the legs. Lovely. Okay, you know that balance combo now. We're going to go back to the right side. I'm going to cue into the sequence we're going to do. So, you're back on the top of the mat. So if you went in the middle, come back onto the top. And we're going to start on our right leg again. So hands on your hips if you'd like. Let's hug that left knee in. Take a breath. Exhale, cross the ankle. Sit nice and low. Good, good, good. Keeping that chest open. Flexing into the foot. Yes. Take a breath in. Exhale, we'll lift up. Control. Hug the knee in. And then let's go into that warrior three. Pushing the heel back. Good. Yes. Take another breath. And lifting through the chest like we did before. Come out. Woo. Hug that knee in. Good. So from here, we're going to reach the arms high. And when you're going to sit down, so we're going to bend into the right knee, sit down, and bring your left foot down to find your chair pose again. Good. Let's inhale here. Exhale. See if you can sit a tiny little bit lower. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Find a fold over the legs. Inhale. Lift halfway. Exhale. Let's place the hands down here. Step your left leg back. And come up into your high lunging here. Reaching the arms high. Good. Still bending into that front knee. Hug your belly in. Chest stays nice and open. Good. Hold for another two. Nice. One more. Let's lower hands to our heart center here now. We're going to start doing a bit of a twist here now. So left elbow taps your right knee. So we're going to inhale here. Exhale. Tap the knee. Inhale, come up. Exhale, tap the knee. Inhaling up. Exhaling, tap. Good, last one. Inhale up. And exhale, tap. We're going to stay here now. See if you can go a bit deeper and bring that left elbow outside the right knee. See if you can sink your hips a bit. Press the hands together. If you want to drop the back knee, do. Good, modify as much as you need. Taking another 3 breaths here. 2. 1 more breath. Good, we're going to slowly come out. Now staying low in here with your chest, so we're going to drop the hands down. Let's drop the back knee down as well. Untuck the back toes. Inhale, lifting through the chest, looking forward here. And then exhale, we're going to push the hips back, straighten that front knee and lift the toes. You get half split stretching here. Inhale, move yourself back forward, lifting through the chest. Exhale, hips will go back. So starting to find a stretch to the back of that right leg. Last one here, inhale. Good, exhale, hips will go back. Nice, inhale, we're going to come back forward. We're not done with the right side yet. Tuck the toes, lift the knee, and come back up into your high lunge. Good, we're still there. Inhale, exhale, warrior two, so back heel comes down. Bending into the front knee. Good. Think about your belly in here, lift your chest. Take another breath. And exhaling out. Good. Let's straighten that front knee. Inhale, reaching the fingertips forward and exhaling down. Let's find a triangle pose in here. Trying to stack arms over each other here. Reaching the left fingertips all the way up to the ceiling. Good. Holding for another 3, 2, 1 more breath. Nice. And bending into the front knee, coming back up. Take a breath in. And exhale. We're going to find the mat. Swinging the arms down. Come back onto the back toes and step your right leg back. Flowing through the vinyasa here. Good, and back into your down dog. Let's take a breath in. And we'll exhale. Inhale, looking up to the fingers, exhale. Your way to the top of the mat, find it. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, folding over the legs. Inhale, let's come up. Reach the arms high. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Good, inhale here. And exhaling. Ready to go to the other side? You're starting with your balance combo again. So, weight comes to your left foot, hands to your hips, or hands to your heart center. Let's hug that right knee up. Good, and then we're going to sit down, find our figure 4. Keeping your chest open, spine long. Flexing into the right foot. Good, hold, you're doing great. 1 more breath. Good, coming up. Slow control. Hug the knee in. Nice, and we're going to push that heel back. Find your warrior 3 on your left side. Keeping the hips square, spine long again. Think about pushing your heel to the back of the room. Hold for another breath. Nice, and then gently lift your chest again. Control. Hug the right knee in. Like we did on the other side, let's reach the arms high. Inhale. And exhale, sit down and drop that right foot down. So find your child pose again. Yes, good, good, good. Inhale. Exhale, see if you can sit a bit lower. Inhale. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, placing your hands down in here. Step your right leg back. And come up high. Lunge on your left side. Bending into that front knee. Good. Holding for another 2. Make sure your hips are facing forward. You're pressing into the back toes. Relax the shoulders. Take another breath. Good. So from here, hands to your heart center. Ready to twist like we did on the right side. So right elbow onto your left knee. Inhale. Exhale, tap the knee. Inhale, come up. Exhale, tap the knee. Good. Inhale up. Exhale the knee. Last one. Inhale up. Exhale, find the knee. We're going to stay here now. So elbow outside of that knee. Again, you have that option to drop the back knee down here if you'd like. Thinking about that twist in here, twisting through the spine. Pressing the hands together. Lovely, another 2 breaths. You can do it. Last one. Good, staying low in here with your upper body. Coming through the center. Use your core and then drop the hands down. Drop the back knee down and untuck the toes. Lovely. Inhale here, lifting through the chest, looking forward. Exhale, hips will go back, straighten that front knee. Inhale again, rocking forward, dropping the hips. Exhale, hips will go back. Use that deep breath in here, 2 more. Inhale. Exhaling back. Inhale again, last one. And exhaling back. Yes. Inhale, rock back forward. Nice. Tuck the back toes. Lift the knee. And let's come up into our high lunge again. So reaching up. Take a breath in. Exhale. Open up into warrior 2. on your left side now. Yes, bending into that front knee. Good, take another 2 breaths. One more. Nice, straighten your front knee. Inhale, reaching the fingertips forward and down. Find a triangle pose in here. Really reach your right fingertips high, lift through the chest. Good, think about bringing that chest forward here. Good, yes, hold. Another breath here. Exhale out. Good. Let's come through the warrior 2 in here. Come up, take a breath in. Exhale and swing the arms down, find the mat. Coming on 2 back toes, step your left leg back. Flowing through the vinyasa here. And we're meeting back in our down dog. Take a breath in and exhale. Good. Dropping the knees down in here. Have a rest for a second. Find a child's pose. Have some water. Good. And before we're going to go back into that, we're going to do that same flow again. Before we're going to go back, we're going to try a crow. Because when we're going to do that flow again, we're going to try to bring a crow into that flow. So, with your crow now, I'm going to talk you through step by step. You're going to bring your hands down and making sure your hands are shoulder distance apart. So they're not too close and they're not super, super wide. Okay, so shoulder distance apart. So you're going to bring your hands down, making sure your fingertips are facing forward. And kind of imagine here that you want to grip your mat. So you've got like a tiny bend through the fingers here. And really pressing your fingertips down. And then you're going to come onto your toes. So we're going to sit down into a squat. If you've never done crow before, you can bring your knees out. That's going to help you. It's just a bit easier version of the crow. It's kind of called a baby crow. Some people do call it that. So you're going to think about now, inside of your knees will come on top of your elbows. So they come onto and rest on your upper arms. So if you did a flying lizard with me on Wednesday, the knee will come kind of in the same place on both sides. So we're going to do it both sides together. And what you're going to think about now, you're coming forward and your gaze is going to be forward, so kind of over the mat. So you want to look as far forward as you can. Hands down, really hugging those knees in. You're going to look forward, lift your hips a bit, and then see if you can lift your right toes off the mat. And then your left toes. Nice, so keep doing that if this is your first time doing a crow. If you've done a crow before, go with the harder version now. So if you can lift both your feet off the mat. Try a harder version now. So the full crow actually should have your knees the same distance apart as your shoulders as well. So if you're looking forward, you can't see the knees. So the knees are not going out, they're staying on your upper arm. So now you're not going to think about the inside of the knees. You're going to think about the top of the knee or the middle of the knee. It's going to come to your upper arm. So if you're looking from forward, you can't see my knees. So I'm coming forward, the knees are staying on my upper arms. And that's the harder version, but what's going to help you to bring your hips a bit more higher. So again, if you want to come from standing, you can do that as well. So hugging the hips in, looking forward, and then see if you can lift your feet. Give it a go. It's quite a lot on your upper arms. And it's not easy. If you get there, make sure you use your breath. So still breathing through. If you want to skip this, absolutely fine as well. Okay, so time here to play with the crow in here. Doesn't matter if you got it or not, we're going to come back to it. So let's go back into our down dog. Finding your down dog. And we're going to go through that sequence again, but we're going to go so much quicker now, so we're not going to pause anywhere. Let's take a breath here. And exhaling out. Inhale, looking forward to your hands. Exhale, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, we're going to lift halfway. And exhale, folding over the legs. Inhale, let's come up, reach the arms high. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Let's take a breath in. Exhaling out. Good, hands to your hips. Left knee comes up. Find the balance. You've done this now 2 times. So cross the ankle, sit nice and low, chest comes forward. Take a breath in. Good, exhaling out. Heel goes back, find your warrior 3. Good, good, good. Hips are staying square. Take a breath. Exhale, come out. Good, knee up to the chest. Inhale, reach the arms. Exhale, sit down into your chair pose, nice and low. Inhale. Exhale, find a fold over the legs. Good. Inhale, halfway. Exhale now, place in the hands. See if you can find your crow. Oh, find it. Use your breath. Another breath. Good, so from here, if you want to jump back, you can, or step back. We're going to flow through the vinyasa. And then we're going to keep flowing through that right side. So inhale, right leg goes high. Exhale, step the foot between your hands, come up. High lunge. Take a breath in. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Inhale. Exhale, tap the knee. We're only going to do that 2 times. So inhale up. Exhale, tap the knee, stay. Just for a breath. Good, coming through the center here. Dropping the hands down, dropping the back knee, and tucking the back toes. Inhale, lift through the chest. Exhale, hips will go back. And we're going to stay here now in a fold. Just 3 breaths. If you want to round through the back, you can. So bringing your head down. Making sure the left hip is over the left knee. Good, last breath here. Good, rock yourself back forward. Frame that front foot, tuck the back toes, lift the knee and lift up. High lunge again, inhale. Exhale, warrior 2. Straight away, straighten that front knee. Inhale, reach the fingertips forward and down. Triangle pose. Inhale. And exhaling out. Good, straighten that front knee, come back up, warrior 2, take a breath. And exhale, let's swing the arms down, find the mat. Step the right leg back and flow through the vinyasa here. Meeting back in down dog. Take a breath and exhale out. Good, inhale. Look up to your fingers, exhale, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, folding over the legs. Inhale, let's come up. Reach the arms high. Exhale, lower hands to your heart center. Good. Weight comes to your left foot. Hug your right knee and hands to your hips. Other side. Good. Cross the ankles. Sit down. Figure 4. Woo. Inhale. Exhale, come out. Straight into your warrior 3. And coming up. Hugging the knee in. Inhale. Hands up and we're going to sit down. Chair pose. I planked for a second. I don't know why. We're going to inhale here. Exhale, find a fold over the legs. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, option to find that row again. One more today. Think about knees in or knees out. And see if you can lift the toes. Maybe if it's just the one side, get that engagement through the core. Come on. Another breath. And step or hop back. Flow through the vinyasa. Make sure you breathe in here. And we're back in down dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step in between your hands. Come up. High lunge. Inhale. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Let's take a breath. Exhale, tap the knee. Inhale up. Exhale, tap the knee. Inhale up. Exhale, will stay. Good. Hold in here just for breath. And then coming through the center to rubbing the hands, dropping the back knee. Inhale, lift through the chest in here. Exhale, hips will go back. Let's find that half split stretch in here. If you want to drop your head, you can. Hold in for 3 breaths. Last one. And coming back forward. Good. Press into the fingertips or palms. Tap the back toes. Lift the knee. Come up. High lunge. Inhale. Exhale, warrior 2. Straight away, straighten the front knee. Inhale, reach the fingertips forward and down. Trikonasana here. Holding just for a breath. Good. And bending into the front knee. Come up. Take a breath in. Exhale, let's find the mat. Swinging the arms. Good. Step the left leg back. Flow through the vinyasa. Good. And we're meeting back in down dog. Then drop the knees. Find the child's pose. Well done. Okay, we're done with the long sequences now. And we're going to go a bit more stretchy. Good. Nice deep breaths in your child's pose. Good. So from here, let's come back into our tabletop position when you're ready. And then either bring your legs to one side or cross the ankles. Let's come over and extend the legs out. Nice. So what we'll do here, we're going to start with a bit of a side stretch in here. And you might feel the stretch to the back of the legs as well. So we're going to hug our left knee in. Drop the left knee to the side. And now you don't have to think about squaring the hips in here. So we're going to slide that right leg out of it. So your hips are nice and open here now. Good. So flex into the right foot. So we're going to bring and try to reach for the right toes. If you can't, you can find the ankle as well. If this is quite easy, you can bring your arm down in front of the, sort of inside of the right foot as well. But what we'll do here now is we're going to inhale, reach the left arm high. And then exhale, you're going to slowly try to reach for the toes. But you're not going to go super, super low, so you're not actually opening through the chest. So the most important here now is you're keeping your chest open. We're looking for the stretch to the side in here. Might be able to see me better here. So all the way to the side, try not to round and reach. Lift, lift, lift. You will take another 2 breaths. Nice, so really slowly easing yourself out in here. You're going to keep the left leg the way it is. You're sliding that right leg back forward. And what we'll do now here is we're going to try to find a stretch the outside of the right foot. So what you want to do maybe is to bring that left leg underneath the right. Left hand now finds the inside of the right foot. You're going to lift through the chest, come onto your sit bones, so you're balancing here now. And you're going to gently, gently push that right heel forward. So you're going to try to straighten that right leg. It's a really strong stretch, so be careful. And then you can stay here now, just think about lifting through the chest. If you want to add a bit more, we're going to reach that right arm back and find a bit of a twist through the back as well. Good, sitting nice and tall, hold it for 4. Good, last breath here. Nice, we're going to slowly come out. Keep that right leg straight and see if you can reach to that foot with both of your hands there. If you have that bend in your knee here, absolutely fine. We're going to take a breath in here. Exhale, see if you can draw that right leg a bit more closer. Inhale. Exhale a bit closer. Last one. Inhale. Exhale a bit closer. And then gently release. Ooh. Extend that leg out and shake the legs. Good work. Okay, those 3 stretches we just did, we're going to go and do that on the other side now. So, right knee in, drop the right knee to the side, move that left foot out. So it's quite nice and easy to sit up here. And then again, left hand will reach for the toes, maybe your ankle here, but making sure you're staying nice and tall. So inhaling, right arm up. And then exhale, let's reach for the toes in here. Good, so looking for that side stretch here, nothing else. You might be feeling a stretch at the back of the left leg as well. Just a bonus. Good, last 2. Last one. Good, and gently come out. Good. Draw that left knee in. And again, right leg can go underneath that left leg. It's just going to make it easier for your hips here. Right hand, let's reach for the left foot, so inside of the left foot. Lift through the chest in here and push that left foot into your right arm in here. And again, you can stay here. Just think about lifting up. If you want to add that twist, reach your left arm back. Good, last 2 breaths here. You can do it. Last one. Good, so coming out, reaching for that foot. Now, if you need to bend into that knee, do. Maybe just for relax for a second. And then push that heel forward again. Good, let's inhale here. Exhale, draw that leg closer. Inhale. Exhale a bit closer. Inhale. Exhale a bit closer. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, draw it in. And release. Ooh. Nice. And shake it out. Good. Shake both of the legs out in here. Lovely. So we're going to lay down on our backs now. If you want to put some layers on, so maybe put your jumper on or your socks. And we're going to lay all the way down and get super, super comfy on our backs. And then because back bends, they always give you loads and loads of energy, we're going to finish with a nice gentle bridge pose. So we're not going to do a wheel today, just a bridge pose. And then we're going to do a bit of a stretch into the hips, a last stretch, and then we're going to find the resting pose. So just lay down on your back, bring your feet nice and close to your hips. And a nice gentle bridge pose in here. So bringing arms down on the side of the body. Take a breath in. And then exhale, gently press into the feet. Lift your hips off the mat, so coming onto your shoulders and your feet. If you want to insulate the fingers here, straight away and roll yourself onto the shoulders a bit more, or squeeze the shoulder blades together a bit more, you can. See if we can take 5 breaths here. Keep pressing into the feet. Last breath here. Good. And gently, if you're insulated, the fingers release, and then slowly, 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 slowly. Dropping the hips back down. Good. And when the hips are getting back onto the mat again, just rinse and wipe the knees side to side. Good. And we're going to find our last stretch in here now. So like we did the figure 4 stretch, we're going to start with that. So left ankle over the right knee. And you're going to keep your upper body super, super still. You're going to drop your legs all the way to the right, to the sole of the left foot will come down. Left knee is facing up to the ceiling. Good, making sure your left shoulder stays down. You can close your eyes here. Good, deep breaths in and out. Good, last breath. Gently drawing the legs back to the center. Unravel. Maybe hug the knees into the chest or windscreen wipe the knees. And then we'll go to the other side from here. So crossing your right ankle over the left knee and dropping the legs all the way to the left. Bringing the sole of the right foot down, right knees facing up to the ceiling. Close your eyes and keep the right shoulder nice and close to the mat. Good, last breath here. And slowly again, draw the legs back to the center. Unravel, hug the knees in. And if there's any other stretches you would like to come through now, so maybe find a happy baby outside of the feet, maybe legs over your head, or take a full body stretch. Good. And then coming back to the middle or laying down on your back. We're going to go into a resting pose now. So if you want to stay on your back, you can. If you want to come up to seated, you can do that as well, or maybe a child's pose or lay on your front. If you're laying on your back, you might want to bring your legs wide so you can relax the hips down. Maybe bring the soles of the feet together, drop the knees out. So find a butterfly. And choose where you would like to bring your arms in here. Then close your eyes. Allow the body to be heavy. Notice your connection with the mat again. Glows in your skin. How the breath flows. Slowly start coming back to your breath. And if you'd like to join me here now, let's take a deep breath in here all together. Through the nose and then exhale through the mouth and let go. Inhale again, fill up. Exhale, let go. One more. Inhale, fill up. And exhale, let go. Good. Gently start waking up your body, moving your toes and your fingers. Good. Gently moving your head side to side. And maybe take a full body stretch in here, or hug the knees into your chest, or do both. And then slowly from here, rolling yourself onto your favorite side of the body. And gently coming up to seated. Find a nice comfy seat. Take your time. And either rest your hands on your legs or bring your hands together to touch to your heart center. Lower your head down towards your heart center. Thanking yourself for finding time this morning for your body and your mind. And I would like to thank you all for joining me this morning. Open your eyes. Thank you so much, everybody. If that was your first class, thank you for coming. If that was your second or third, thank you for joining me again this week. I hope you have a great weekend, and I hope I'll see you soon. If you have any requests for the next few live classes, just DM me on Instagram or write a comment down below this this video. But yeah, thank you so much again. Yeah, have a good day. Bye, guys. Also, next live class will be on Wednesday at 6 o'clock if you just asked. Bye.